when I was at stage 5. Pastor, how do I process that? What is the legislation would you suggest? 12 years. That's a long time to have a perpetual flow coming out of your vaginal area without a 7-Eleven, without sanitary napkins, without any how. That's a long time. That means the smell is gonna come. That means now nobody want to be around me. Now if I wouldn't hurt from my condition, now I'm hurt because of how people treating me. And so it's hurt on top of hurt on top of hurt. And that's how some of you are. You're a filing cabinet of hurt. You get hurt, you file it. You don't tell nobody that you hurt. You just file it, and you just keep filing. Oh yeah, you did me wrong. You just keep filing it, and it's hurt on top of hurt, on top of hurt, on top of hurt, on top of hurt. How? What do I do, Pastor? I worship. I get in His presence, and it's the same thing over again. Your problem is your process. So how did this woman process, Pastor? This woman, because in the Bible days, look at Pastor, focus in, grab this word, I want you to get it. What in the Bible days, if you had a blood disorder, you were isolated. Mm-hmm. So they lived in caves together because hurting people hurt people, mm-hmm. and you'd rather want contagious or hurt people to just be around the hurt people and not come around the whole or the well people. So they isolate, because when you don't know, anytime you don't know what to do with somebody, then you isolate them and put them in their own little corner. You don't want to deal with them anymore. Soon as you feel like you can't reach your child, you'll throw them in a corner and not want to deal with them anymore. Soon as you feel like your spouse is never going to change, you'll stay with them for sexual benefits, but then you will put them over in the corner. Don't emotionally attach to me. We're roommates that casually have sex and guilt-free sex.
Help us, Pastor.
What do I do? You become a child who say, I can't wait till I get out of this house. And you're disconnected to everything in the house till you feel like you get 18 and 19 and I can get up out of here. I won't deal with nobody in this house. You want to come eat dinner with us? No. You don't want to go out with us? No. You don't want to just leave me home. And you totally disconnect yourself in isolation. What does this woman do? The Bible declares, check it now, she had, the Bible says, I'm paraphrasing, I don't have time to go through all of this. She went to several physicians and they couldn't help her. First thing you got to realize, here, Pastor, hear me real good. This thing isn't natural. Write that down. It is not natural. What you're going through is not natural. And if you view it as natural instead of spiritual, you're going to keep trying to get a spiritual healing through natural means. Some stuff is not natural. And you're going to have to realize that sooner or later you got to step back and evaluate yourself and say, why do I continue to stay in the same place that I'm in? Why quit trying? Watch this. Natural means it's trying to fool with people who gonna give you or gonna say to you what you want to hear instead of what you need to hear. Natural means it's connected with people who are not going to challenge you. Natural means if I just stay home and I just need a break and I just need to relax and I just need to get away and I just need to, no, you can move to the other side of town, you can move to another state, but if you with the problem, you took the problem to the other state, it ain't going to change because you changed locations. Something in you have to change before something around you changes. It's spiritual. You may be fighting your mama's demons, your daddy's demon. You may be fighting. You ever been around somebody and you was all right, when you hooked up with them or went to see them, and then you got home and you felt some kind of different and didn't know why you felt like you felt? You ever been around somebody and you get home and now you and your spouse arguing, you don't know why y'all arguing, and everything is bothering you? You ever been hanging with somebody, hooked up with the wrong person, and then went back to your dwelling place and realized that there are certain attractions you have now that you didn't have before you hooked up with them? You ever been around? Let me tell you, it is a spiritual thing. The enemy wants to keep you in perpetual storm over and over again. An emotional roller coaster, a natural situation. Then you'll start taking pills. You can't take a pill to help you forgive. There's no pill for that. You can't take a pill to help you get over being molested. There's no pill for that. They'll give you something to cause you to be sedated. But when you come out of your sedated state, you got to now deal with your situation. There is no natural means to get a healing from a supernatural or a spiritual issue. She went to all, I'm going to stay right here because folks try to look cockeyed and crazy when I'm dealing with this like this, because you want to stay in the rut that you're in, or you want to continue to feel like you're feeling. But I'm not going to shout you. I ain't ask you to slap high five with your name. I'm asking you to slap high five with yourself and tell yourself that I got to look at this thing. This may not be natural. It may be a spiritual battle that I'm in. I know it was spiritual because she went to all of these physicians and nothing worked. When you're going to all kinds of people,